hello, what the fuck, like this thing? Am I live? मैं live होगा. और पब्लिक क्या हाल चाल, कैसे हो सारे? बीपी रिवॉर्ड्स रिमाइंडर. तो क्या कहना चाह रहे हो रिमाइंडर के अंदर? आज से ख़त्म हो रहा है. ओह, क्लेम तो कर लो बेटा. समझाने में ख़त्म हो रहा है, चालू हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है भाई? इस बार ये करना है, इस बार इसको नहीं छोड़ेंगे. आज तो संडे है, सारे डोमेन्स अवेलेबल है. अरे जिंजर, जिंजर क्या कर रहा है यहाँ पे? आए. ये क्या शो बनाया है इधर फालतू का, ये देखियो. नीचे उतर जा स्पाइडरमैन. यार ठाकुर तो गियो. अब मेरे को लगा सीडी है. अबे यार वो वाला मीम याद है, ये तो बीड़ी है.
Too slow. Quit following me. Too slow.
ये तो बीड़ी है. कौस्तुभ स्तंभ. अरे एक और बिल्ला यहाँ पे. भाई बिल्लियाँ तो ढेर सारी है, ये देख रहे हो? तो सबसे पहले अपन मॉन्स्टैड में ही आया. इसको तो मैंने रैंडम पे सेट कर लिया था. ये बार बार फूड डिलीवरी क्यों आ रहा है ब्रो?
Tears of the storm. Rain outlines your fate.
लेट्स गो. ये तो बीड़ी है.
Time to act. Let's light it up.
The wind rises. Upon the gale.
और दो ख़त्म. ये वाला भी ऐसा ही कुछ है. मार धाड़ करनी है जाके, चलो मार धाड़ करते हैं. ये तो बीड़ी है.
Swan fury.
भाई मेरे को नहीं पता, पर ये तो बीड़ी है.
Too slow. Follow me.
गलत चीज़ याद आ गई मेरे को. सारा टाइम ये बोलेगा मैं.
Too late for regrets.
ये ना एक चीज़ तगड़ी लगती है मेरे को कि जो लो लेवल वाले हैं ना, ये वो लाइक ज़मीन से पत्थर लेते हैं और पत्थर मारते हैं। देख रहे हो?
Dare to mess with me? Huh?
अरे लेट मी डू माई थिंग ब्रो।
Everybody stand back!
The wind rises.
Have fun with this gift!
Unsightly insects.
अरे तू कैसे बच गया यार? हाँ यार, इसके बाद ना मटेरियल फार्म करना है ढेर सारा। सो करते हैं यार, मतलब स्टोरी क्वेस्ट भी करनी है, समझ रहे हो? बहुत कुछ करना है।
Quit following me.
हेलो एवरीवन, हाउ आर यू? फाइन, थैंक यू। अबे रोज़ रोज़ डिलीवरी डिलीवरी यार, काम धंधा है नहीं कुछ, डिलीवरी बॉय बना रखा है मेरे को। हाय। हम्म,
No, my sword! Let me weave you a hook. Dare to mess with me? Let's light it up!
हो गया भाई, वापस चलो, चले चलो, चले चलो।
Quit following me.
लेट मी चेक द कमीशन रैंडम पे है यार।
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
60 कब होएगा? क्लेम ऑल, डिस्पैच अगेन। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। लास्ट बचा है, एक्सेप्ट क्वेस्ट, नेविगेट एंड वी शुड गो, लेट्स गो।
We've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere nice to relax? Let Paimon think. Where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
कौन है वहाँ पे? मैं क्लाउड रूटेनर अपने ह्यूमन फॉर्म में है यार.
Here we are, right
मजा
outside
नहीं
your
आया.
place. Do you still remember the first time we came here? And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all. We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her. Huh? Traveler, did something catch your eye? Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer? Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically helping you make more hello? Paimon is Paimon!
Paimon is Paimon. अरे हाँ
Paimon doesn't
सकता
think
है.
we've met, but we're also friends of Cloud Retainer. May we have the pleasure of learning your name, Madam Adeptus?
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has this shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Wait, you're... Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human!
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
यार कब यार बीच में कुछ ऐसा समथिंग निकल के आ रहा था कि भाई मैडम पिंग मिलने वाली है एज ए प्लेएबल कैरेक्टर. आई मीन हाँ अब ये क्लाउड रूटेनर आ चुकी है तो हो सकता है भाई मैडम पिंग हाँ प्राइम. सो अबे यार गया मेरा सिस्टम. क्या प्रॉब्लम है ये?
So,
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit.
you? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. In fact, Paimon can think of several examples. Like last year, when you suddenly appeared on the top of a roof without any warning. Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all.
Well, this is all Paimon's got. You don't...
One has never found oneself lacking in...
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Ah, right.
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here.
Yeah, we...
If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Gone?
That's great! Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor!
भाई लियुए हार्बर. भाई ये क्या है ये
Ganyu has been
मिलेगा
quite
क्या?
busy with work as of late.
ये चीज़ मिलेगी क्या टी पॉट के अंदर रखने के लिए? बढ़िया है यार, सुंदर सी लग रही है.
Shanaha has also secured employment recently. And
अरे अरे शांति रखिए.
they think one was so easily mollified. One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this? Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go? Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
But why? Isn't it
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Fair enough. Makes sense. Alright then, we'll just pass on your regards and...
Cloud Retainer?
Ugh.
Oh!
Is that lady someone you know, Miss God? She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although, perhaps I could move some work to later in the evening.
Oh, not to worry, Miss Ganyu.
Thank you, Huixin.
मीत के हालचाल क्या कर रहे हो? हेलो हेलो.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak. One is simply a mere mortal passerby.
Huh?
Seems she's not buying it.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other form.
But recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business. One thought it would only be fitting
skip
to
button
pay a
हाँ वो
visit
जो
while
ही है
in the area.
हाँ.
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important... Oh...
अननेसेसरी कॉन्वर्सेशन स्किप करने का वो देना चाहिए, यू नो, कि लाइक पूरा ही स्किप कर दो, तुमको पैराग्राफ मिल जाएगा, पूरा पैराग्राफ पढ़ लो अगर तुमको पढ़ना है. सिनेमैटिक्स रखो इसके अंदर, बाकी जो मेन चीज़ें हैं वो
But it's been so long since
जितना
we
हो
last
सके
saw
उतना
each
स्टोरी को
other.
छोटा रखो यार.
One
दो घंटे की
simply
स्टोरी
desired
भाई
to
कौन
see
करता
you
है.
and had no intention of interrupting your work.
I understand.
While one acknowledges, still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now.
Cloud Retainer!
If you insist. We are running short on time.
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last. Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer.
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown, Cloud Retainer is surely too recognizable as a name.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything, but...
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One can hardly
पाइमन भी
use
लाइक
it
तुमको
against
जानता भी
one.
कौन है.
Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be ignored. From this point on, when in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Shenyun.
Canyon?
Ah, I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were original.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did you
Not exactly.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once there was a severe drought in Liyue. Such tragedy, a real understanding of all the pain and desperation during that time.
Me more
On
like
top of
Shao.
the drought, a
सबसे
noxious
दूर
gas also began to spread through the land.
एकदम
If not for Cloud
अपनी मस्ती
Retainer's
में.
efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing. The books had this upon arrival.
That's incredible!
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely what one ought. And even if one had not interceded, the other Adepti would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you.
वाओ पायमन हल्के में ले रही थी भाई.
A name is but a simple label we...
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
वाह.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed...
That is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally. Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So, with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Shangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
I
भाई
see. Most excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Shangling is kind and astute.
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
वाह.
You
Wow.
may return to your work on
बुक्कड़
you.
पायमन.
One shall see to this.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Travel.
See you around.
पायमन भी लाइक पहले खाना खा लेते उसके बाद हम राह देखेंगे.
As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right? Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, eh?
वाह
I'm
बेटे
far
वाह.
more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes. Hey, how about you ask her?
You do it.
No. I think you should. Wait, she's got...
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be willing to...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of more meat to go. Good chat. Bye.
शेन ही डरा दिस भाई भगा दिस.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is?
This is Miss Xinyu.
Master?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such ease?
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take. Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. Hardly. One simply...
And check out the great food.
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon. Are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. So, I've got things covered for now. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
It is just as one still. The work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It is gonna
It's
be
been
difficult
manageable
for
so
people,
far.
not for
I
her.
sometimes run into strange
डरा
people,
डरा के भगा
but
रही
I
है
have figured
कस्टमर
out a
को.
way to deal with them.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them, you mean...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
Oh, how should Paimon put this?
अबे यार UI सेट करने में टाइम चला गया.
Oh, a sensible plan. One is gladdened to see you integrate so well into human society.
And you, Master? How have you been?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely
Oh,
enjoyed
what's
your
with her
presence
nails?
recently,
You know, check out the
one has
fingernails.
hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be
कैरेक्टर
lacking.
ऐसा क्यों बनाया
I
है?
see. Oh, just as expected of Master. I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future. There's hardly a need to keep one in suspense.
Whoa, her mood shot up just like that.
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had the chance to visit Ganyu?
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied.
Ganyu told us...
I see.
Oh?
Is that a problem?
No.
Hey, waiting for her to move out at the
But
new
no
area.
matter. Please,
उसका
proceed.
क्या connection है?
One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a natural edge in such a contest. In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race. Mooncarver accepted, only to find Master with a brand new device on the day of the contest.
Huh, what kind of device was it?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, an
Electro-powered
electro-powered
bicycle.
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. It need
Wow,
only be
bete wow.
infused with adeptal energy, and it can cover thousands of miles in one day.
Okay,
Who
thousands of
boggles the
miles in
mind
one
why
day, dude.
Mooncarver ever supposed he might
Wow.
best me in a contest of locomotion. Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up. Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events. Anyway, do go on, Shenhe.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so?
Have you been lonely?
Lonely? 'Tis a most foreign sentiment. The mere mention of it is preposterous.
Mm-hmm.
What is the reason for that?
It's nothing. I was just a little bit confused.
To me, they...
Huh. One finds oneself exalted. This is not to say that your words paint and...
She got like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple, and it's as if her ego is about to burst.
Do you have any empty tables?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
All right, good luck with the lunchtime rush.
Mm-hmm. I'll...
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
One is fond of all kinds of the dishes here.
Everything's so tasty! A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Grant? But it smells so delightful.
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a table.
Okay, I'll ask around. Excuse me. Would you mind letting us share a table with you? There are no
ओह
empty
अब
tables
इनके
left,
साथ
so-
जाएंगे इनके विलेज
Ah, well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys?
Great! Thanks so much. My name is Shuyu, and this is my granny, Yuendai.
Granny?
Yep. Is there something wrong with that?
No, Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young.
Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks. Granny, why don't you take a seat?
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
Tis a fated meeting then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order for you.
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm.
ब्रेक
No,
ठीक है भाई
no,
यार
not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms on the menu.
Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird.
yeah
Do
man
people act right? That's what Paimon was thinking. Need any help?
Help? Oh, do you mean with Granny? Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time. Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little.
जय श्री
It's gotten so
कृष्णा
bad
जय श्री
lately
कृष्णा
that I even
स्पिरिट
have to remind her who I am every morning.
कैसे हो क्या चाओ no let me see one person watching
They died
okay
young. It's just me and Granny now.
Oh,
But it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot.
wow. You're really tough for your age, kid.
You're too kind.
And me?
You're tough too, Granny.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. I remember now. It was a dream.
Huh?
Then it was just a...
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Does that mean you're possessed?
Unlikely.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not in a...
You're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert.
Not anymore. Although, I have a younger version of Granny.
This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on?
As one said, fate must have brought us together. You may leave the situation.
Are you sure?
Paimon's Paimon.
Just Shenyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But first, I'm sorry for asking, but, how do you want us to pay you back?
Oh, we don't need any payment for this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But Miss Shenyun, what exactly can we do to help out this grid? All we have to go off is that dream.
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her youth.
Sounds like a plan. So, Gran...
Why, of course
Okay.
Once, when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster.
Huh?
If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books or something.
Okay.
A martial arts heroine?
Yeah, that's
Shinto knows tons about Liyue's chivalric traditions. If anyone knows...
अब शिंगचू के पास जाओ.
But I'm still hungry. I'll go order some food, Granny.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Streetward?
Precisely. Let us meet at...
Where are we going now? I guess we are going to find Xingqiu for his assistance. और भाई कौन देख रहा है? Who's watching this live? Just type something.
Quit following me.
शिंगचू बाहर ही खड़ा है भाई.
It's you two. What brings you here?
Shincho! Great, we found you!
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I can't...
Nameless.
That's right. The novels often speak of all they knew was that she always acted alone. After the drought ended, the way this nameless heroine...
Thanks a lot, Shincho.
It's nothing at all. Just...
Well, Paimon still thinks that...
Let me think. Perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those three... You're welcome. It's rare for a chivalric hero to fade into obscurity during their lifetime. I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase themselves from...
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage...
That's a deal.
Paimon feels like we just... Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too!
Well, so while droughts do happen, the crops wither...
Wait.
And that's still...
Yeah.
As terrible as... They say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe. Do you have any other...
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Yen. Paimon hopes that Granny Yuen... Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time.
It's no problem at all.
Teleport. Ay. Helicopter.
Too slow.
अब किसी बाइजू से पूछने जा रहे हैं क्या? ओह, मैडम पिंग. मेरे ख्याल से मैडम पिंग.
Too slow.
अरे नीचे आजा मेरे भाई.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. Straightward, but... Ping, what has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world, and yet you appear just the same as ever.
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say, you're making me a little nervous.
Well, approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor, not unlike the one that you yourself lead?
It does not require as much as you may think. Still, do you mean that...
Flag retainer, Madam Ping! What are you two talking about?
Nothing save for some trivial matters. Have you unearthed any useful details?
Shinto has a theory, but let's save it for...
Do not be troubled.
What do you think, Shuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your granny?
According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianhan. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in her attic full of a bunch of weird sigils. I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What Mom says
अब
I was
जाएंगे.
taking a stroll in the mountains.
Is that so? Then please drink as much as you like. There's no need to...
Thank you.
पीते जाओ, पीते जाओ.
Okay, since we have the time, can I ask you something?
Sure thing. What would you like to know?
I have a secret I want to tell you.
कौन सा सीक्रेट बता रही है?
What's wrong, Shuyu?
Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant, but are you guys all adepti in disguise?
Oh! About that.
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Shen Yun call herself an adeptus.
Oh, must have been a slip of the tongue. Shen Yun, since you were the one who, misspoke.
One is indeed an adeptus. Is that of some concern to you?
Huh?
I knew it. Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated crane. I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all icky and gross. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool adeptus house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke, I really wanted to thank her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake. So
It was
I
her.
just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met an adeptus like that?
A pure white illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Clavertina?
Yeah. Ah, that's her.
Never
Friend?
has one met an adeptus with such features.
I don't know.
One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative accounts.
That's weird. Was it really just a... Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway. All I really want is to help Granny recover her memories. I'm really grateful.
Leave it to us! Let's go to lunch!
Okay.
भाई थोड़ी आवाज़ इंक्रीज कर सकते हो? अरे हाँ, माइक दूर था मेरा and I was talking very slow as well. Wang Xuan parlor. अबे यहाँ पे ये जिसकी बात कर रही है ना, ये probably हो सकता है कि there was one more character which died something.
Here is very delicious. I believe I'll come with.
हेलीकॉप्टर हेलीकॉप्टर
Having some trouble understanding what she's talking about.
शाओ आ गया
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to come take a look.
ओके
If you're here, then there's
अच्छा
likely to be
गेम
trouble
वॉइस ओके करता
I
हूँ
suppose there's no cause for concern.
तो वो जो था जिसने हेल्प की थी इट शुड बी लाइक दैट
See,
ओल्ड
you
पर्सन
have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh wow! What was she like during the war? Oh wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Behold, the glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang continuous fire mechanism.
An impressive imitation. Even so, the Archon War reached its peak after
ओके समझ गया
Barely talks?
Once one had one dwelling
After the war, Cloud retained, although I do
one believes there is little need.
Granny, are you okay?
perhaps this conversation should end here. Should you encounter
वाओ
Everyone, I think Granny is finally beginning to.
Slowly now.
A long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
So what Shinto said was true. You
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where one day I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul revitalizer. He told me that the pills were concocted.
wait, but it was all.
I'm sorry. Hey! Oh, fret not, dear.
The recovery of a person's memories is a
Next locator isn't after all.
ओके ये प्रॉम्प्ट जब तक ख़त्म नहीं होता तब तक मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता यप सेटिंग्स ऑडियो मेरा आवाज़ कम आएगा अब
Whoa! Why are there so many treasure hoarders here? Guess it's time to round up the bad guys.
No, my sword!
Behold! Upon the gale. Following me.
Hunted.
Do you remember anything about this place, Granny Wendai?
Let me think. I feel like, but I don't think I stayed here too long. I might have just rested here briefly before.
Got it.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, I believe I brought. Ah, yes. I brought some sweet snacks with me. Go on, take some. You need to eat a lot if you want to grow big and strong.
Oh, thank you.
Upon the gale.
This one feels like some kind of यप यार ऐसी ऐसी चेस्ट मैंने मिस कर दी है यार लॉल
Here you go. Thank you, Madame Farazan.
ये किस कंट्री की गेम है वैसे तो दिस गेम इज़ डेवलप्ड बाय द चाइनीज़ डेवलपर्स पूरा गेम वैसे तो कहने को तो चाइनीज है, लेकिन इसकी पेरेंट कंपनी इन लोगों ने सिंगापुर में शिफ्ट कर दी है जस्ट फॉर यू नो द ग्लोबल प्लेयर्स जो दूसरे, क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ द कंट्रीज के अंदर ना चाइना की चीज़ें बैन होती है, तो इन लोगों ने वो ना हो उसके लिए इसका जो हेड क्वार्टर है वो सिंगापुर में शिफ्ट कर दिया है। तो वैसे इट इज़ डेवलप्ड बाय द चाइनीज डेवलपर्स एंड कसम से यार ये लोग जितना भी सीजी के अंदर कंटेंट बनाते हैं ना, इट कुड बी अ डांगवो और लाइक एनीथिंग, बहुत तगड़ा होता है। दूसरे भी काफ़ी ऐसे गेम्स है जो इनके यहाँ से बने हैं समथिंग लाइक, सारे बढ़िया है यार, तुम आर्ट स्टाइल एनिमेशन देखोगे बढ़िया है सब।
I alone am the source of this sin. I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength. Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That my dad? He was my pride and joy. And so are you, Shuyu. But you're always going to be different from me. Why?
I don't care what you might have done, Granny. You'll always be the person I love more than anything.
अरे यार इनका सीन ये रहता है ना लाइक, इशू जो है वो डेटा का इशू है ना। चाइनीज चीज़ें जितनी भी बैन हुई है ना वो इसी रीज़न से हुई है कि या तो वो एप्लीकेशन या तो वो एप्लीकेशन या तो वो गेम जो डेटा कलेक्ट करती है ना वो वापस अपने हेडक्वार्टर लाइक चाइना भेजती है। तो लाइक जो दूसरे कंट्री वाले लोग हैं वो ये नहीं चाहते कि भाई इनका डेटा लीक हो कहीं पे भी, तो बस वही एक इशू रहता है। तो बैन करने का सिंपल रीज़न यही है कि बैन कर दोगे तो कोई यूज़ नहीं करेगा तो डेटा कहीं नहीं जाएगा।
Climb on, I shall carry you to the top. Oh, such lightness of weight.
All those who grow old grow frail in the end, do they not? First, you lose your memory, then your health. Eventually, you end up losing everything.
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar?
Let me see. How strange. Have I lived here? When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of them. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me.
But did the stories get it wrong then? Yeah, that's true. But they're also the only thing we have to go off of. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny Uendai's memory just like the others.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too.
It's all right. We're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out. Just you wait.
Thank you. If only I could remember. Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsong? Looks like we've come full circle.
Mount Outsong. Mount Outsong.
अडप्टाई लग रही है ये मेरे को, अडप्टाई निकलेगी।
Are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't do something that...
Mount Outsong,
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity to you?
By the way, अपने को चाइनीज एनीमे, चाइनीज हाँ काफ़ी देखी है मैंने।
Are you feeling unwell?
चाइनीज डांगवो मैंने काफ़ी देखी है, एनिमेज हो गई, दूसरे जो इनकी 3D सीरीज होती है बहुत बढ़िया होती है, मज़ा आता है देखने में। तो हाँ जितने भी वो कल्टीवेशन एंड ऑल स्टफ देख रखा है बहुत।
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You may leave the rest to me.
Wait, really?
अब ये धीरे हो गया यार। द डेली लाइफ ऑफ इमॉर्टल देख रखा है, बहुत पुराना हो गया ब्रो, वो बहुत पुराना हो गया, देख रखा है उसके। अभी तक आई गेस 3 सीजन आए हैं, तीनों देख रखे हैं मैंने। एंड काफ़ी ब्रोकन कैरेक्टर है,
Here.
कसम से कुछ ज़्यादा ही ब्रोकन कैरेक्टर है, मतलब इट्स वे टू मच ओवररेटेड,
tinkering with when we first got here?
है ना।
Oh, is it another invention of yours?
तो वो थोड़ा कैरेक्टर मतलब
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. I call it the suspensus somnium mechanism. It periodically releases a soft breeze,
वैसे हाँ रिसेंटली
which when
जितने
paired with a
भी
gentle adaptal
उस
tune
जॉनरा के
can help
एनिमे
the
है ना,
listener
उसके अंदर सबसे ज़्यादा
subconsciously
पॉपुलर वही
relax
एक
and
हो गया
even
था, तो लाइक
enter a
लोगों ने वो एक देख रखा
semi-hypnotic
है।
state.
तुमको दूसरा एक बढ़िया
Soothing
चीज देखना हो ना
agitation
चाइनीज
and
एनिमेशन
anxiety,
एनिमे,
relieving exhaustion and
तो
insomnia. Its potential uses are
इसको
numerous
इसको इसको
indeed.
बोल लेने दो।
And of course, it can also aid in the recovery of lost memories.
हाँ बढ़िया सा एक और चाइनीज एनिमेशन तुमको देखना हो तो वॉच नरका स्ट्रीट्स, राक्षसा स्ट्रीट, है ना। राक्षसा स्ट्रीट के 2 एनिमेशन, 2 सीज़न है समथिंग, तीसरा आने वाला है, कब आने वाला है याद नहीं है मुझे, लेकिन फ़िलहाल के लिए 2 है और बढ़िया है, लाइक तुमको बढ़िया लगेगा, अच्छा है। राक्षसा स्ट्रीट देखो। दूसरे 3D वाले हैं लुकिज़म, ये पुराने हैं बहुत, लुकिज़म भी देख रखा है, कोरियन एनिमे। यार तुमको ना लुकिज़म ये सारे ना उस पे से बनाए, लाइक तुमको सेम चीज़ एक जो मूवी है फेमिलर, एक मूवी है द डूड इन मी, वो मूवी देखना, इट्स वेरी सिमिलर लाइक लुकिज़म। तो बस उसके अंदर ना फ़र्क सिर्फ इतना है ना कि 2 लोग बॉडी ट्रांसफ़र कर लेते हैं आपस में, और जो स्टूडेंट होता है, मोटा सा स्टूडेंट होता है, और जो सामने जो बंदा होता है ना वो यकूज़ा होता है बैड एस यकूज़ा होता है, दोनों की बॉडी स्वैप हो जाती है। तो जस्ट इमेजिन वो क्या सिनेरियो क्रिएट होंगे। तो लुकिज़म वॉज सिमिलर, लुकिज़म देख रखा है। तेरे को बढ़िया से कोई चीज़ देखनी है ना, लाइक कि जिसके अंदर पावर लेवल्स हो, है ना, लाइक एक सिटी लेवल से नॉर्मल, एक नॉर्मल सिटी लेवल का एक फाइटर स्टूडेंट से वो बंदा लाइक लेवल अप करता है, पावर अप करता है, और वहाँ से वो प्लैनेट लेवल तक, प्लैनेट से लाइक गैलेक्सी लेवल तक जाता है। लाइक ऐसी कोई बढ़िया चीज़ देखनी हो ना जिसमें एक बढ़िया हायरार्की हो, एक अच्छा सा पावर यूनिवर्स हो, फाइट मॉन्स्टर्स एंड ऑल स्टफ, तो आई गॉट चीट स्किल भी लुकिज़म, हाँ यस, है ना। तो वॉच स्वॉलोड स्टार, ये ना ये 2D एनिमेशन नहीं है, ये सारे 3D एनिमे हैं, और 3D के अंदर बढ़िया कंटेंट है, लाइक मज़ा आएगा तुमको। और ढेर सारे एपिसोड है उसके, ऑलरेडी 2 सीज़न है, पहला सीज़न समथिंग अराउंड 24 एपिसोड्स, दूसरा सीज़न 74-75 एपिसोड समथिंग, और नॉवेल पे बेस्ड है, और अभी भी चल रहा है, अप टू अराउंड 150 समथिंग होगा, मेरा चल रहा है, मैंने देखा नहीं है अभी। यप, सेकंड सीज़न कितना देखा है, बबाता वाला सीन देखा था, याद नहीं है कौन सा एपिसोड है, लेकिन वो भी बढ़िया है। देन दूसरे भी है यार, फिर तो लाइक हेवंस गेट हो गया, फिर क्या है वो, नाम भी याद नहीं है साला, लेकिन बढ़िया बढ़िया एनीमे ऐसे ऐसे है उसके अंदर कि जिनकी अभी 7वीं सीज़न चल रही हो, 9वीं सीज़न चल रही हो, और बढ़िया स्टोरी लाइन है, कल्टीवेशन दिखा रखा होता है उसके अंदर, है ना। तुम्हारा कैरेक्टर कल्टीवेट करता है, लेवल अप करता है, पावर अप करता है, फाइट होती है, ये वो स्टोरी समवट सिमिलर होती है, बट तुमको मज़ा आएगा, एक अच्छा जॉनरा है वो भी।
Whoa, what a cool gadget! But if you had it all along, why did you keep it to yourself until just now? We could have come to...
How we Adepti can only...
Paimon thinks she gets it now. Hey, what's that other thing?
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler. Only with her melodies can the mechanism reach its peak power.
Oh, Paimon can feel what you mean.
Paimon's body feels...
And you and I. Is the mechanism helping you to relax? It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie.
अब ये
The
ट्रांसफॉर्म
drought
होंगे,
is over.
उड़ के चले
But why do
जाएंगे.
you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Please. Please, no. Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew. This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left.
हाँ, बोल
The
रहा हूँ
you
ना.
of the past.
Yuna. Yuandai.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Granny!
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have returned.
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? You already knew it?
Yes. I know. Granny, please don't cry. Oh, don't worry, my dear child. I'm so sorry, everyone. You've gone to... It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten was the truth.
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience.
वे क्या चल क्या रहा है?
No, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on. Shuyu, everyone, I cannot...
Okay भाई चलो, इनका story
I
आएगा.
know, dear child. Some time ago, I
Terrible
made
mistake
a
which
terrible
once I
mistake.
could never
Is
atone.
this the sin that you mentioned in Dwayne?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My
Okay.
real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane.
She's not an adeptus either, dude.
I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence and began to share many stories with me. She even passed on the secret of cultivation, though she never took me
Cultivation.
on as a formal disciple.
But
I
this case
always
perfect,
saw
yeah.
her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools to work, I
Uh-huh.
even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed her teachings,
So
and time
basically, she
gradually
was
passed
like,
us by.
she proclaimed herself and like an
Until that
adeptus.
fateful
वो बस
day,
उसको imitate
50
कर रही
years
थी.
ago.
She was just like a normal bird. वहाँ से फिर वो cultivate करके क्या इंसान बन गई, क्या हो गया भाई? वो कह रहा है यहाँ पे?
50 years ago?
During the
That's
Struckley way.
right.
Yes.
Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she had saved people from a similar crisis in the past. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever, but I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of she warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become...
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia. Was it because of Grandpa?
Indeed, I fell in love. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me,
He cared deeply about the world, and I could not help but fall
चलो
for
भाई समझ
him.
गए यहाँ पे क्या
But my
बकचोदी चल रही
time
है.
continued to tick away.
Oh no.
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked. I was convinced that she would not support my decision, but that was along with looking back. I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was
Granny!
coincidence, Master. Don't tell me. Back then,
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not? Consider.
so when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away,
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular. One found you with such ease every time.
Wait! Paimon's confused! So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again? But how? When? And what happened to—
Cinematics. अबे जल्दी चालू करो. अबे ये का?
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses.
How does this works? Do I jump? कभी ध्यान नहीं दिया इस चीज पे. Wow. इसकी कॉन्स्टलेशन भी लाइक शाओ. यहाँ पे एक एक्स्ट्रा मिलता है. यहाँ पे क्या है? +20 15 सेकंड. ठीक है यार. अच्छा, so she plunges as well. Wow. ओ हो. भाई ये बढ़िया लगा मुझे कि ये पूरे इसको ना एज इन डोमेन इसको वो किया है. डोमेन के अंदर ही पूरा.
One had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist,
जो पास्ट में जो सीन हुआ था इसको रिक्रिएट किया थोड़ा लाइक. रिक्रिएट इन द सेंस लाइक वही चीज चल रही है यहाँ पे और इसको हम प्ले कर रहे हैं.
But soon, one came to unwilling to wishing to grant you a life without regret.
Wow.
As for how to deliver, one took as one expected. You were most ignorant of one's true identity. You showed not even the slightest inkling of recognition. One was quite torn.
अच्छा डबल दबाना होता है. डबल लाइक. वाओ. अच्छा है यार कैरेक्टर. बूम. नॉट बैड. ओह भाई मिस किया यार ये चीज तो बहुत.
Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter, if you are amenable, even considering your loss of memory. One was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with adeptal blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog, all of you would have been lost during the night. Make way for the Adeptus! Clouds converge!
Papa.
Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity without sufficient incentive. They were likely incited by the presence. One was, in the end, one to see you
Find out the truth. चलो भाई, अब लास्ट वाला है.
Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
Wait, but if that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale. Skyward! Scatter! Just as you and I troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on one's back. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus, because all illuminated cranes are white from tip to toe. One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body, to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. It bears mentioning, however, perhaps fate brought...
ठीक है भाई. अरे अरे अरे.
Now all has been revealed.
की करेगी.
One owes you an apology, you and I. One recognized you upon your very entrance into Wan Min restaurant. One has always viewed you as... Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one simply informed you of all you had lost, all those cherished memories would merely have become the fictionalized account of another. Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them.
Master, I must ask.
One has when it is time, 'tis a refuge. One speaks, of course, of a place not on... 40 years ago, you chose... Fortunately, you were able to avoid...
So...
One will help...
She's gotta go back to being a regular...
Master, I don't know how I could possibly...
Granny? Please don't leave.
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny, don't forget to...
I promise.
Good girl. Good. I won't stop. That's a good girl.
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And I'll wait for you.
That's a good... I'm so sorry, Master.
हाँ भाई.
Let her be. Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also...
Ooh. Yes.
I always believed we would see each other again, that our days of separation would finally end, and all my troubles would be behind me. If only things could stay this way forever.
भाई यार क्या ही दिखा दी इस पे वो ये एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया था dude damn.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up. Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
पता नहीं भाई पाइमन क्या ही देख रही होगी पता था
Chicken drumsticks.
पता था भाई बेटी कुंभ के मेले में घूम गई थी
Was Paimon sleeping just now? Oh, Paimon wasn't talking to you. Paimon had a dream about eating grilled chicken drumsticks, that's all.
Madam...
oh, Shuyu, you're awake. How
so
do
that
you
was
feel?
a dream yep.
I feel... Madam...
Oh.
I know Granny, but even though Granny... I could become a cool adeptus like you, and help a whole bunch of people, just like Granny wanted to do.
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuendai's blood flows through your veins is proof enough of that. If this is what you desire, one shall make it so.
Huh?
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus. No.
Shuyu, are you sure
One
about
more
this?
apprentice. First Ganyu, then there was a Shinhei, और अब now ये.
Two other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing. but bitter herbs like chin-chin and violet grass. If you join them, you'll never enjoy one restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
Paimon समझा रही है.
Preposterous. One has never enforced such. Every individual must find their own path to enlighten.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, is she?
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does preclude access to certain finer mortal comforts. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shu Yu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Whoa! You're leaving Mount Outsong?
Wow.
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one, yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuan Dai, they all chose a life among the mortal world. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only assume that it is due to some failing on one is most curious.
समझ गया भाई चलो.
Why are you all so silent?
Next time we might meet her in Liyue Harbor. वहाँ पे दूसरे रेस्टोरेंट की तरह वो भी वहाँ पे रहेगी. So I guess
one will be assuming the identity.
Don't worry.
बार-बार इधर नहीं आना पड़ेगा.
Perhaps in 2 days, one has already.
Seems like you've written
सारे characters
Oh,
Harbor के अंदर है.
why don't you take?
Awesome. Thanks, Cloud Return.
As I thought. मिला भाई.
Hey, didn't we promise Shincho that we'd tell him what we found out? Should we make a trip to the Feiyun Commerce Guild? It's
नहीं.
totally up to you.
नहीं. बस खत्म करो भाई. 2 days का wait. ये लो. You know this is weird how you can control time. है ना? क्योंकि मेरे को लग रहा है कि पाइमॉन इज द थर्ड मून गॉडेस. पाइमॉन का भी मिस्ट्री क्या है वो भी रिवील नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन यहाँ पे हमारे पास एक्सेस है टाइम का, एंड पाइमॉन इज द ओनली वन हु इज नॉट लाइक बॉदर्ड बाय द टाइम एज वेल. सो प्रोबेबली शी कुड बी यू नो द थर्ड मून गॉडेस जो कि टाइम कंट्रोल करती है समथिंग. और ये सारा कंट्रोल सेटिंग्स कंट्रोल हो गया, तुम्हारा फेट कन्वर्ट करना हो गया वगैरह वगैरह. ये सारा काम पाइमॉन का, ये पाइमॉन करके देती है. There is one more thing, something in shop called Paimon's Bargain. है ना? यार है कुछ है, समझ रहे हो? पूरे 21 दिन पड़े हैं ब्रो. बग्गे बिल्ली आदा की करेगी. Singing brim bum bum brim bum bum brim bum bum boom. Brim bum bum brim bum bum bum. अच्छा यहाँ पे कर लिया इन लोगों ने.
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny is hardly necessary.
To be quite honest, your insistence on that fact is my primary cause for concern. In what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk shelling out that kind of mora without proper scrutiny. If I'm wrong, I would never be able to earn it back, not even if I worked every single day for the rest of my life. I have to be careful. Yes, you can never be too careful.
We're here, Clow. Miss Shenyan, what are you guys arguing about?
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the authenticity of my wares. I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their legitimacy is pure—
Several hundred years?
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see, passed down over many generations, as families are wont to do.
Yep, they've definitely been around a while. We can vouch for her.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own— Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may—
Whoa! Please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well...
An expert, you say? Very well. I will wait for a little while longer then. Traveler, Paimon, this is my new residence.
अच्छा, अब
If
ये
you
यहाँ
have
पे
cause to
रहेगी.
seek my company in the future, this is where you can...
Master! Oh, it's you two again.
Shiryu! You got a new...
Mm-hmm. Master made it for me.
Huh? You know how to make clothes?
Oh, similar, same.
Do I know how to make clothes?
Master, I brought in most of my stuff.
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually, I should probably sort through my stuff a bit first.
Now, this expert you mentioned. When can we expect their arrival?
Soon. Here, allow me to make some introductions.
Zhongli.
Zhongli, a well-respected consultant at Wangshang Funeral Parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques. Mr. Zhongli, this is Miss Shenyun. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier.
Imagine, he is a god of Mora. You know, the one who introduced the money to this world. Okay, Morex, the Geo Archon. और इसके खुद के पास एक पैसा नहीं है भाई. इतना ब्रोक है ये इंसान. भाई क्या ही बोले, तगड़ा है ये कैरेक्टर.
If it isn't Miss
Naruto देखने जा रहे, टाटा बाय बाय.
It has been quite some time since our last meeting. What a serendipitous
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been faring well as of late, Mr. Zhongli?
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh. So you two are already acquainted?
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Shenyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft-celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
You are too kind, Mr. Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail.
Why, you flatter me, Miss
Not at all, Mr. Zhongli. Not at all.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, you two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship. Can I be certain that you're not working together to swindle me? I mean, you never know.
A preposterous accusation. The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a thing.
Miss Shenyun speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched for the goods? Miss Shenyun, wait!
अलग ही ड्रामा चल रहा है यहाँ पे भाई. पकड़ाओ भाई इनको, कर दो यार.
I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you please give me a final verdict on the value?
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home. The same can be said for this one here. I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world.
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion. Then, in that case, Miss Shenyun, I'll take the lot.
The Northland
हाँ भाई चलो पैसे लेने चलो.
My friends,
We've been great. How about
my days have been quite pleasant as well.
Dude,
I had been
यार
quietly
एक
enjoying a cup
ये
of tea when
Zhongli
Mr. Shaozu
चाहिए,
requested my
दूसरी
services.
राइडन चाहिए.
As for you, Miss Shenyun, I presume you must be looking to settle in the city?
I must say, the name...
Whatever for.
Well... One has indeed. One's previous stays were all brief. Now that this city...
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people.
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day.
You make a valid...
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud.
Oh?
It was a reunion.
Huh! Heart, it is settled then. One has already passed word to Shenhe and gone.
It should be a most splendid occasion.
Shu Yu, come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhang Li. He is,
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhongli.
That should be everyone, right? Let's go!
Sounds good. Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, 'cause it's super tempting and...
that sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon! Hey!
पाइमन तेरे को कहाँ चलना है भाई, तू ऐसे उड़ रही है। और नल्ले कैसा है भाई? इवेंट हुई खत्म, आई मीन क्वेस्ट हुई खत्म, ठीक है। एंड यप, आवाज़ कम कर देता हूँ मैं थोड़ी, ऑडियो एंड नाउ इट फील्स गुड। एंड वैसे भी संडे है ना आज, थोड़ा थोड़ा डोमेन वगैरह कर लेते हैं। चलो भाई, थोड़ा थोड़ा, ज़्यादा नहीं। उसके बाद तुम बताओ कैसे? हे मई बढ़िया है ब्रो, मैं मस्त है। हाँ, ये करना है भाई ढेर सारा, ये वाला। तो इतना करने के बाद ख़त्म करते हैं आज का स्ट्रीम। मेरे को और भी काम है। Domain expansion. Yo, iki tenkai. Bankai. Hakkano togami. यार भाई बांकाई के अंदर ना, I'll probably say यार Shinsui is like best of them all. Koten Kyokotsu Saramaki Shinsui. स्टार्टिंग के अंदर जब बियाकुया की सुनी ना भाई बांकाई, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट लाइक भाई क्या चीज़ है ये। देन मेरे को यामामोटो की बेस्ट लगी थी, उसके बाद ज़ेंकानो थाची, हाँ, देन शिन्सुई। epic. I think यार मेरे को पता नहीं क्यों for some reason स्वी कैसी है? जिन आके भाग जाती है भाई, जिन बस ऐसे ही आके ऐसे कुछ इमोजी डाल के भाग जाएगी। ये दोनों हैं, शाओ चल जाएगा मेरे ख्याल से। स्टार्ट करते हैं। स्वी क्या कर रही हो? क्या चल रहा है? आज यार, आज ना इसके बाद अगर मैं वॉरजोन खेल रहा होएगा तो आई स्ट्रीम वॉरजोन। देखते हैं यार। जिनशिन सर नो व्हाट नो। तुझे देख रही, ओके। अब बताओ क्या चल रहा है? कैसे हो? अबे क्रिट क्यों नहीं हो रहा ये? हाँ क्रिट होना चाहिए ना। तीन ट्राई इसके और बाकी दूसरे 5 जो कंडेंस वर्जन है वो 57 एंड 20। डूड वी ऑलरेडी हैव लाइक बंच ऑफ दिस। मेरे को बहुत सारे कैरेक्टर्स के लिए चाहिए। शिंचू के लिए चाहिए, बेडू के लिए चाहिए, यनफे के लिए चाहिए। I'm also good. I'm great, dude. I'm a great.
Feel this ancient power. Everybody stand back. Disappear. Worthless. Cheer. Useless.
Ooh, let's go. And one more try. Yoga 62, yoga 32, dude. Let's go. पता नहीं था इतने सारे ऑलरेडी पड़े हैं मेरे पास। ये क्या बात हुई भाई साहब? ये तो बड़ी गलत बात हो गई।
Moments of birth. Going in. Evil conquering. Cheer. Worthless.
खत्म भाई। एक और 2x बोनस आई गेस। तीन हो गए। ये तीसरा था। ओके आई एम गोइंग टू DHIEE D गोइंग टू D। क्या समझा नहीं। गोइंग टू वेयर आर यू? बटरफ्लाई वेयर आर यू गोइंग?
Dare to mess with me? This isn't new.
Burst forth. Useless.
What good?
Let's light it up.
HU.
Have fun with this gift.
Coming to be. be. Feel this ancient power. Teamwork is dreamwork. Lament. Cheer. Worthless.
H is silent. Die. Why you wanna die, bro? एक भी बड़ा कुछ वो नहीं मिल रहा है, क्या सीन है? In everything, why? What happened? Workload.
Get out of here! Everybody stand back! This!
Years of the storm.
Moments of birth. Disappear!
Yeah, health was so low. Health कर ली भाई replenish. Heal कर लिया मैं heal. देखो भाई देखो. अच्छा, you are talking about me that I am going to die. My health was, character's health was low. Got it. मेरे को लगा तुम अपने बारे में बोल रहे हो यार. मैं कहा क्या हो गया इसको?
Dare to mess with me?
Let's light it up!
Bam bam bam. Don't worry. You know, me Piro in this game. Nothing will happen to me.
Feel this ancient power. Go in! Evil conquering! Cheer! Worthless!
देख रहे हो दाम 36 seconds dude. You going on wrong way bro. Get out of there. Everyone stand back. यार साथ ही है और भी चाहिए. I guess I think I'll manage on this. हो जाएगा मेरे ख्याल से, है ना. I'll get enough material out of it.
Too late for regrets.
साथ में रहो. Yes, it would be easy for me to kill.
Everybody stand back! Moments of birth.
यहाँ पे बफ ज़्यादा मिलता है, ये देखो. ये तो गया, ये भी गया. देख रहे हो 38 seconds. Last one. One more. Butterfly. 82 and 55. Let's go. Va.
We'll see about that.
Burst forth. Let's light it up! Boring! I'm going in! Feel this ancient power.
Truth repeats its course.
Disappear! Cheer! Cheer! Cheer!
Ooh, 38. Let's go. Let's go. Hit the crafting bench. पहले तो देख लेते हैं कौन से कैरेक्टर को क्या क्या चाहिए। सबसे पहले शिंगचू, बिकॉज शिंगचू इज़ माई सपोर्ट, शिंगचू इज़ माई एवरीथिंग। 16 यहाँ पे और 16 यहाँ पे, तो मेरे ख्याल से इस एक चीज़ को ही क्राउन करते हैं ना, 8 और 16। और फिर बेडो कहाँ पे है, बेडो का करना है भाई, तो बेडो का तो सब करना पड़ेगा। ये है नहीं अपने पास, बिल्कुल नहीं है यार। बेडो बाद में। देन हो गई क्या नाम, यानफे, वेर आर यू। यानफे ज़्यादा लेवल्ड अप है ब्रो, यानफे का भी नहीं है फिलहाल। चलो शिंगचू कर लेते हैं, शिंगचू करेंगे। सॉरी ये नहीं था, ये था जो था वो। फ़िलहाल तो बन जाएंगे ना, 16 चाहिए तो 8 के ऊपर चाहिए, समथिंग समथिंग बना लो 10। Where are you going? मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि डबल क्राउन कर देते हैं ना शिंगचू को। बढ़िया सपोर्ट है शिंगचू, नो डाउट, बहुत ही बढ़िया सपोर्ट है। और मटेरियल भी पड़ा है अपने पास, 32 कर देते हैं इसको। उन्नीस निकले यहाँ से, बोलो 53 पड़े हैं वहाँ पे और निकल रहे 19, तो 18 30 should be like everything, barely 32 43, wow dude। एंड अपना शिंगचू हो गया डबल क्राउंड, लेवल अप, यस सर, ब्यूटीफुल। इससे और सुंदर कहाँ लगेगा शिंगचू यार, इसका ज़रूरत नहीं है वैसे तो शिंगचू का, क्यों ही कर रहा हूँ, नहीं करते हैं ना। अब बारी है बेडो की, तो बेडो के लिए अपने पास है नहीं, सबसे पहले तो यही करूँगा मैं। तो करेंगे बेडो, फार्म करना पड़ेगा, अब जो भी है फार्मिंग है, ढेर सारा फार्मिंग। एंड देन सुक्रोस को भी करना है, सुक्रोस का ये क्राउन करना है मेरे को। ये कैरेक्टर है जो मैं रेगुलर यूज़ में लेता हूँ, एंड ढेर सारे क्राउन पड़े हैं जो कि मैंने आज तक कोई कैरेक्टर क्राउन नहीं किया था, तो अभी सारे कैरेक्टर क्राउन कर रहे हैं बैठ के मस्त बढ़िया से। कितने क्राउन पड़े अपने पास, कहाँ गए क्राउन, कहाँ पे है क्राउन, कहाँ पे है, मटेरियल्स के अंदर होगा मेरे ख्याल से, मटेरियल्स के अंदर, या 16 और पड़े हैं। चलो भाई, हाँ, where are you going? Kan pasti pasu। बैलेट पड़े हैं ढेर सारे यार, बैलेट, गोली मारो बैलेट को, क्या करोगे। ये चाहिए और चाहिए इसे। उसके बाद स्टोरी क्वेस्ट ख़त्म करनी है, हैंग आउट इवेंट्स ख़त्म करनी है ना। अब ये बाकी है 3 चीज़, ये ख़त्म करेंगे, फिशिंग करनी है ढेर सारी डूड। अरे वो ऐसे ही डायलॉग मार रही है, अरे तुमने वो देख रखा होगा ना, वो चाइनीज़ इन्फ्लुएंसर वाला, वो मीम बोल रही है। सांदा सांदा kan pasti pasu। And I should convert those rations as well। वेस्ट क्यों जाने देना है, वेस्ट क्यों ही जाने देना है बीरो। 2 तो 2 सही, कन्वर्ट करो। एंड अबे यार नहीं यार, नहीं नहीं नहीं, 5 दिन और है, कोई ना, चलो देखते हैं यार। अब इस वक्त इस टाइम इसमें इस बार वाई एम आई फम्बलिंग, इस बार कहाँ तक कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं, है ना। अब इस देखते हैं। वैसे मैं ज़्यादा उतना वो नहीं करता हूँ, 11 तक हो जाता है ठीक है, 11 तक हो गया बहुत है। आप ड्रामा देखते हो ना, वो ड्रामा करती है, देखती नहीं है। गिव मी अ सेक। So we still have some time. Dramabaaj. Still have some time. यार केया का स्टोरी क्वेस्ट, दूसरा वाला स्टोरी क्वेस्ट स्टार्ट हो रहा है केया का। आई हैव एन आइडिया, फटाक से स्टोरी ख़त्म करो और एंडिंग तो यूं यूं करके रीच कर देंगे, है ना। 3 ही चाबी का वो दे रखा है यार। भाई इस बार सुमेरु के अंदर हो रहा है ये, कोई ना, यू नो I'll try to do this all things off stream probably. चलो चलो भाई भाई तुम दोनों डिस्कॉर्ड आओ, डिस्कॉर्ड इंस्टा पे आओ, वहाँ 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 बातें कर, दोनों लगे बातें करने। मैं स्ट्रीम बंद कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे। ओके पब्लिक, चलो टाटा बाय बाय। इसी के साथ स्ट्रीम बंद करते हैं। इन सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और स्वीट डिस्कॉर्ड कब आ रही हो ये बताओ। आई नो हर, ठीक है ठीक है, इंस्टा पे मैसेज कर ले जा। That's why। अरे कोई ना कोई ना, तेरे से पहले मेरे को जानती है। अबे जंप क्यों नहीं कर रहा? He should jump like this, हाँ। और आप कौन, जिनको नहीं पता होगा? जिनको पता नहीं होगा लेकिन जिनने सुन रखा होगा इसको। हैं? जिन तूने इसको गाते हुए सुना होगा शायद मेरे साथ। Hi, I know you. Now I know you. अबे ये बिल्ला यहाँ पे हमेशा इधर बैठा होता है भाई। पता नहीं ये अबे तेरी भैंस की आंख, ये डेवलपर लोग ने क्या सोच के इसको इधर बिठा रखा है। एक आइडिया है मेरे पास, जस्ट वॉच। बिल्ली भागेगी अभी। नहीं भाई, कुत्ते कुत्ते को पकड़ो। अबे जिनके साथ मजा आता है यार, ये नहीं। रुको, जिन कहाँ गई? जिन को निकालो। कौन सी वाली टीम में जिन थी? नहीं है मेरे ख्याल से किसी भी टीम में जिन। यहीं पे ही इसके अंदर ही ले लेते हैं। कहाँ गई जिन?
Let the wind lead.
डिस्कॉर्ड में हूँ सर, आप बिजी हो? ठीक है यार। अबे नहीं यार, तुम लोग का लाइक आई डोंट सी यू लाइक। बाय बाय सिया। अब कुत्ते भाग गए भाई, कुत्ते भाग गए। कुत्तों को पकड़ो। ये रहा एक। अबे कोई दिखता नहीं है मेरे को खास, तो मैं फिर ज़्यादा आता नहीं हूँ। कहाँ भाग रहे हो? तुम लोग आते हो लेकिन काफ़ी देर से होते हो शायद। अगर मेरे को कोई दिखता भी है ना तो लेट दिखता है, 12 के बाद। अब वो टाइम पे मैं या तो फिर कुछ काम कर रहा होएगा या तो फिर कुछ खेल रहा होएगा। एक दिन कॉलेज में गाए आप। कॉलेज I don't remember. आज का रिवॉर्ड, यस रिवॉर्ड ले लो। रिवॉर्ड प्रीमो प्रीमो जिंदाबाद। प्रीमो जिंदाबाद सर। I'm your big fan. Hello, what are you talking about? Me your big fan. Don't disturb Wanchan and Nichan. डोसा चाय ओके पब्लिक था भाई भाई इसी के साथ बंद करते हैं 11:03 तुम दोनों बातें करो कमेंट सेक्शन में ठीक है चलो बाय बाय सी यू गाइस